Hey, Lobster here from Daydream Games Board Game Society. I'm here to talk to you about our first board game featured in our Board Game Society program, Crabs in a Bucket. Crabs in a Bucket is a high-speed shed card game for 2 to 6 players. In each round will take your group about 10 minutes to play. The goal of each player is to get rid of their hand as quickly as possible. The mechanic will be very familiar to most people, but have some excellent twists that gives Crabs in a Bucket a unique identity. On your turn, you will play either a card of the same value or from the same suit as the one on top of the discard pile. The first twist from other card games of this nature comes in the form of a mechanic called an ascending run. In an ascending run, you may play as many cards of the same suit as your first card played that turn, as long as each card has a higher value than the previous card. In this example, you'll see we started this turn by playing a 4 of spades onto a 4 of diamonds, followed by the 5, 6, 7, and 10 of spades, all on the same turn. But the real chaos and fun of Crabs in the Bucket comes from the Joker Crabs. Each of these 22 unique cards features a real species of crab and have a unique effect. These effects range from helping you discard more cards, making your opponents take your cards, or even transforming the game altogether. Jokers are wild cards and can be played at almost any time except when it's your first turn or when there's a Joker ban in effect. Joker bans comes from the face cards, Jack, Queens, and Kings. Face cards also level additional penalties against players that cannot play when they are on top of the discard pile. For example, the Queen penalty forces you to draw a card from whoever played the Queen's hand, as well as one from the deck. We're not going to talk about all the Joker Crabs in this video, but there's one that deserves a special mention. The Lobster. Do not play the Lobster. Playing the Lobster immediately loses you the game, even if it's the last card in your hand. You have to find a clever way to gift or dispose of this particular crustacean. And if the Lobster is ever discarded, he's simply shuffled back into the deck, never truly leaving the game. Now, onto the ratings. We give the Art of Crabs in a Bucket a 9 out of 10. We love the little touches on the Joker Crabs. Each one has a unique personality to match their effects, and we love they're all based on real species of crabs. Even the plain suited cards have nice little touches to help you separate them from other decks of cards you might own. The components of Crabs in a Bucket get a 7 out of 10. All you'll find in the box is cardboard playmat and the deck of cards. The cards have held up extremely well to hundreds of playthroughs and shufflings. The gameplay of Crabs in a Bucket is another 9 out of 10. The mechanics are familiar enough that the game takes no time to learn or to teach, but unique enough to give the game its own identity. Overall, we give Crabs in a Bucket an 8.5 out of 10. This game was the first game in our board game of the month and holds a special place in our hearts. The good people at Blue Rondo Games have really hit on something special here. We have just received the first expansion of Crabs in a Bucket, Shrimpocalypse, from Blue Rondo Games, and once we check it out, we'll be sharing our thoughts here on the channel. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support really goes a long way.
I'm Dan Crutchfield with the Daydream Games Board Game Society, and we thank you for watching our video. If you'd like to come see us, we're going to be at the upcoming Tantrum Con in Charlotte, North Carolina on January the 23rd through the 26th. We'll be at the Le Meridien Hotel in the ballroom. We hope we see you there.
I eventually want to have the John Green setup from Crash Course. Have you watched Crash Course?
Yes.
Yeah, I eventually want that type of setup. That'd be great.
I just want to not take the set apart every time.
If we had a spot we can put this.